What separates the top 1% from everyone else? It is not just luck, a trust fund, or some secret handshake at an elite country club. The truth is, most people will never get there because they do not even know the game they are playing. But you? You are about to learn the rules and how to win. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it takes to break into the top 1%. Point number 1. The 1% mindset shift. 90 seconds. Most people think wealth is about making money. The 1% know it is about building money. You are a high-income, middle-class worker if you earn 6 figures but spend it all. The actual 1% think in terms of assets, not paychecks. They ask, how can I turn this dollar into 2 before they even think about spending it? You will never grind your way into the 1% by working overtime, but you can get there by leveraging systems, investments, and knowledge. Point number 2, financial literacy, the ultimate cheat code, 90 seconds. Imagine you are playing a game where everyone else has a strategy guide and you do not. That is precisely how the wealthy see finance. Schools do not teach it. Your boss does not want you to know it, and most people do not even realize they are losing. The 1% do not save money the way you think. They move money. They understand tax strategies, real estate loopholes, compound interest, and how to make money work for them while they sleep. Have you ever seen a billionaire get excited about a high-yield savings account with 4% interest? No? Exactly. Because they are playing a different game entirely. But what is the fastest way for you to level up? Let's talk about the skill that unlocks all others. Point number 3, high-income skills and business, 90 sec. To earn 1%, you must bring value like the 1%. No one gets rich filling out spreadsheets or taking lunch orders for their boss. The real money flows to those who solve big problems. Here is something wild. If you can make a company $1, they will happily pay you 6 figures. You keep the whole thing. That is why the 1% focus on high-leverage skills, sales, investing, coding, marketing, AI automation, skills that let you print money on demand. Point number 4, the network effect. 90 sec, here is an uncomfortable truth. Your net worth often reflects your network. The top 1% know something that most people ignore. Who you know is just as important as what you do. If your 5 closest friends are always broke, complaining about the system, and binge-watching Netflix, guess what? You will probably never break into the 1%. But if you start surrounding yourself with people who think like the 1%, you will start seeing the opportunities they see. Have you ever noticed that millionaires tend to hang out with millionaires? So if you want to move up, ask yourself, who am I learning from? And that brings us to the most dangerous mistake people make on their way to the 1%. Point number 5, the fear of taking risks. 90 seconds. Most people stay stuck because they are terrified of losing. The 1% do not avoid risk, they learn how to manage it. Starting a business, investing in assets, or learning a new skill is risky. But do you know what is dangerous? Wasting 40 years in a job that barely keeps you afloat while inflation eats away at your savings. So ask yourself, are you more afraid of failing? Because the authentic 1% know that the only actual failure is never trying. So now you know the truth. The 1% are not just lucky. They think differently, act, and surround themselves with winners. The good news? Anyone can do this. The bad news? Most people will not. If you are serious about leveling up, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment.